Is This Game Trying to Kill Me offers a wonderful twist on the escape room concept, blending first-person single-player exploration with a unique retro-inspired sub-mechanic. From the moment you wake up in a strange cabin next to a skeleton, you're immediately thrust into a bizarre and high-stakes situation. The wizard who has captured you is toying with your fate, promising to end your life. Thus begins the race for survival as you solve a series of puzzles in order to unlock your escape. What truly sets this game apart is its innovative use of dual gameplay. You control both your character within the environment as well as a pixelated retro-style avatar through the PC running in front of your character upon startup. This unique mechanic allows actions within the pixel world to affect the real-world environment and vice versa, creating an engaging, layered puzzle experience. It's a brilliant touch that keeps you thinking outside the box and adds depth to the gameplay. The game's graphics are a mix of the aforementioned 3D environments and retro pixel art during the game within the game sequences, perfectly balancing nostalgia and originality. It's a fantastic choice that not only enhances the gameplay, but also fits seamlessly into the narrative and puzzle design. The controls are basic, straightforward, and most of all, functional. You're able to walk around, interact with items, which sometimes includes throwing them, and canceling commands or actions. There is for some reason a jump button, however, it's useless, which feels like an odd decision as you will most likely forget it exists, but at least it doesn't detract from the experience. In other words, the controls do what you need them to do, no more, no less. In terms of difficulty, I spent about 3 hours getting through the game, including exploring all possible endings. Playtime will of course vary depending on how quickly you can solve the puzzles, though the game is relatively forgiving with help available at any time. This includes simple hints that can steer you in the right direction, all the way up to just giving you the solutions you need to get out of those tricky situations. I'd recommend trying your best to refrain from using them unless you're truly stuck, as the satisfaction of solving puzzles is the best part of the game. There were only a few moments where I truly felt lost, and most of the time, it came down to me not paying attention to both game types and missing a subtle environmental cue. There are about 3 boss fights in the game, but they are underwhelming, feeling like they are only there to signal, yes, this is still a video game. They also offer little challenge, as they boil down to repetitive grid-based pattern recognition. They're just fine, but also easily the weakest part of the game. Another thing to note from the boss fights and beyond is that the game lacks punishment for failure. Death is barely a setback, as you'll just respawn at your last save, which is conveniently placed after nearly every puzzle you solve. This design choice keeps the focus on puzzle solving and exploration rather than frustration over repeated failures. Overall, I had a blast playing this game. Its short runtime is a bit of a downside, but considering its creativity and unique mechanics, I recommend picking it up at a discount. If you're a fan of escape room style puzzles with a quirky gameplay twist and light horror narrative, this is definitely worth checking out. Is This Game Trying to Kill Me earns an 8 out of 10.